There was once a time in Islam when men of virtue and Iman took up arms to fight, fearless, courageous, like lions, with their swords unsheathed, with arrows flying high, with armor of steel. By the galloping, panting horses, striking sparks of fire with their hoofs, launching raids at dawn, stirring up clouds of dust and penetrating into the heart of enemies. There was a time in Islam when men did not fight for glory. They did not fight for fame, for riches. There was a time when men fought for Islam, to protect the innocent, the poor, the elderly, the oppressed from the evil of the tyrants. There was a time in Islam when it did not matter how large the enemy was, how fierce the battle. With the light of Allah they rode and drew their swords, not an ounce of fear in their hearts. And when you threw, you did not throw, but Allah threw. There was a time in Islam when men of principle, men of love, men of respect spread justice to the world, and the tyrants ran in fear of them. There was a time in Islam when light spread and the valor of Muslims was loved by all. There was a time in Islam when the morals of men would inspire the hearts of others. After the conquest of Jerusalem by Salahuddin Ayyubi, the Crusader King Richard of England, the sworn enemy of Salahuddin, called him by the name the Noble Salahuddin. There was a time in Islam when knowledge flowed like raging torrents. It poured like thunderclouds filled with rain, giving peace, giving life, giving prosperity to the whole world. There was a time in Islam when in all fields, in science, in philosophy, in medicine, in mathematics, in astronomy, the brightest minds, the most brilliant ideas, the best of inventions came from Muslims. There was a time in Islam when the peaceful shadow of Khilafat gave shade to a great many people of the world. But that time is now over. Indeed, the sun has set upon Islam, and we are shrouded in darkness. There is no light. There is no light that I can see, only darkness. Millions of our brothers, our sisters are being mercilessly slaughtered day by day. Mosques lie in ruin. The so-called leaders of our countries are happily cozying up with the tyrants. Those with wealth squander it on displays of vanity, displays of grandeur, displays of pride, displays in service of themselves. We are hungry. We are starving. We are orphaned. We are alone and we are dying. Is this it? Is this what we have come to? We have lost our way. We have let go of Iman and we have let go of faith. We have forgotten ourselves and we have forgotten who we are. We have forgotten where we come from. We have forgotten Islam. We have abandoned it. The Prophet ﷺ said, a generation will arise who will recite the Quran, but it will not go beyond their throats. The Quran will not enlighten the hearts of people. The people will not take guidance from it. Its words will be just sounds to them, which they may not even understand. But let me ask you, are we that generation? Are we those lost souls? But who cares anyway? They taunt us. They burn us. They burn the words of Allah, and all we do is stand silent. We do nothing. We are helpless, submissive, bowing to them, giving them control of our lands, of our resources, of our people. The Prophet said, "Woe to the Arabs, and indeed what a sorry state we are in." Will the voices of our children in anguish be the last cries of help? Will their screams of "Where are the Muslims? Where are the Arabs? Why don't they help us?" go unanswered? Will we be silent? Will we be blind to their suffering, deaf to their pleas for help? Let me ask you, what is Iman? Is Iman praying 5 times each day? Is Iman reciting the Quran? Is Iman covering your head and thinking you are a good Muslim? Or is Iman fighting for justice, for freedom? Is Iman standing up to tyranny? Is Iman not bowing down to any besides Allah? Is Iman not fearing any besides Allah? Is Iman not serving any besides Allah? Woe to the Arabs and woe to the Muslims. What have we become? What is this state we find ourselves in? Indeed, Allah will not change the condition of a people until they change what is in themselves. But fear not, my brothers. Fear not, my sisters. Fear not, because although the sun of Islam has set and we find ourselves in the pit of darkness, it is only in the darkest of nights that the stars shine brightest. It is only in the darkest of nights that the moon of Islam will rise. Like a glorious crescent in the sky, it will light up our hearts. We will find a way. We will build a better future together. We will fight and strive and hope and pray and then fight again and try and try and try until there is nothing left but the light of Islam. The flag will rise again. The banner shall fly again. The call will tremble the earth. Iman will burst. It is coming, my brothers. It is coming, my sisters. It will be here. I can feel it. We will do it together. Inshallah, the light will shine again. Inshallah, I believe that time of Islam will come once again.
نصر من الله وفتح قريب وبشر المؤمنين. نصر من الله وفتح قريب